Kujukushima Zoo. Very happy to be back because they are actually doing a rose festival. Now, a while ago when I first came, it was during the winter, and part of this park is a botanical garden. Everything was dead. Now we've got the rose festival going on, and it actually ends in a few days, so let's check it out. I usually stop by this place on most weekends because I have the really cheap annual pass, which is only about $21. But look at this. It's so empty out here today. Even when I first came back here in the winter, this was completely empty, and I wondered if during the summer they would have it filled. But now they do have a under construction sign, so perhaps they are actively working on it. And if we come over here, there's a lot less events going on today, seeing as it is a weekday. Here's a sign for the Rose Festival event that is going on. I do hope that the roses are still in bloom, because we are kind of at the tail end of the event. The zoo is also celebrating its 60th anniversary. They have these little garden gnomes out that look a lot like these 7 dwarfs. That doesn't look like Snow White, however. Quick little map of the zoo. We came in over here, and this is going to be the main entrance way, but this is all the rose stuff over on the left. We'll probably check that out first. Definitely go into the cafe, and then we'll look at all the other animals. Walking on up, there's some freshly planted flowers here. But as I look up and pan around, I don't see anyone else in this park. Now that I think about it, we'll probably go look at the animals first. This is where all of the rose section will be. We'll take a look at that later. Of course, right in the middle, got the Tsushima horse, just kind of hanging out today. I'm actually going to head straight back to where the lion is right now because I just heard it roaring. This lion is pretty active almost every time I've been here, except the first few. As we make our way back to the lion, I'm looking to the right, and they do have the owl out today, which isn't always there. Well, I was definitely fooled. The lion is absolutely sleeping. He probably just roared for a moment and then went back to take a nap. Looking down, there's a sign here for the lion, but it also says there's a cheetah. I've never once seen a cheetah in this zoo, and I believe it's something I've pointed out before in the past, but Simba. This is pretty cool. Not only is the owl here, but there's a falcon as well. I just love how the owl lazily blinks his eyes. I did a test last time I was here. I was looking at the owl and started walking around it. And as you see, it will just follow you. The owl doesn't even mind the wind. Now here's something I've never seen. A spider monkey is actually in the little tunnel. It can go all the way up there. He's kind of down here at the entrance. And then it continues inside that building. Oh, there he goes. From the back side of that net tunnel, the building continues in here, and they can even go underneath it to the opposite end, which is where it looks like most of the monkey are right now. A lot of the monkey are hanging out in this corner down here for some reason. And a lot of the others are just laying down. This monkey has a rock, and he was just dragging it across the ground. You could see what he made. It's like he's trying to draw or something. They're treating it like sidewalk chalk. That monkey also has a rock that he's drawing with. The llama are just enjoying the weather, but that one on the left is... Oh, he's getting up now. Look at the red panda. He's coming right up to the glass. Unfortunately, there's so much glare. It can be hard to see. The monkey are just kind of sitting around, except the one up here. Hey! He's just hanging out at the front of the cage. Welcome to Splash Mountain. These are always my favorite. There's 3 of them. This one's trying to climb, but almost every time you can guarantee there's going to be at least one sitting on that little scale. Usually they'll have that heat lamp on above it. He's yawning. This bunny's actually digging, which is kind of funny because the bunny here are usually really lazy. There's one like just kind of sitting back there doing nothing. There's a few around the other corners. This guy's over here doing all the work. The bear's actually out and about today. When they do the feeding times with him, they'll put a piece of food on top of that pole. And I don't know if he's supposed to climb it or knock it over, but the one time I did see it, he just kind of shook the pole and it fell off. It looks like one of the prairie dogs has got a bandage or something wrapped around his neck. Maybe he's recovering, that's why he's isolated. The others are free to roam around. I've got to check in on my favorite buddy on the inside. He's always standing on this block here. I guess it's like his little house. You'll see there's like a front door. Hey friend, look at him standing up tall for the camera. That's right. He's a prowler. He's making noises too. In this bigger section over here, there used to be a fennec fox. Now they have a prairie dog. Oh, and it looks like he's actually moving. Hey. Hey, buddy. Just running back and forth. Can't keep up with you. I do love the little display board they have in here with information about these 3 different animals. Look how cute they made the prairie dog look. Alright, buddy, I'll see you next time. You keep your guard up. These are some rather quiet goats out today. I feel like usually they're pretty loud. These Tsushima horses you have over here are actually the ones that you can ride whenever they're offering that. I don't know if they're doing that today though. Looking in the baboon section, they're all actually just hanging down at the bottom of the pit. And it looks like 2 of them over there are fighting right now. 2 of the little ones. But we'll take a step to the right into the Mori Cafe. Get some food. Looking at the menu, I always get this chicken tempura with vinegar tartar sauce bowl. Super delicious. However, I did want to try something different. I'm gonna go with the fish burger. Here are some 60th anniversary cookies for 378 yen. Pretty funny scanning around. It is a small restaurant. However, I'm the only one here today. Oh my goodness, take a look at this bun. That is so cute. I'm not even sure what animal that's supposed to be. And you'll see, pretty small. You get a big old thick piece of fish in there. Alright, let's take a bite of the cutest little fish sandwich ever. It's almost like a slider, just slightly larger than. And of course, like everything else that comes out of this cafe, this is fantastic. It's a great little snack size too. I seriously mean it when I say I come to the zoo just to eat food. Now that I've just finished and I think about it, that's probably the best fish sandwich I've had in Japan so far. Fish sandwiches aren't really as popular as I kind of thought they would be here. That one's really good though, and now I have a problem. Anytime I come to the zoo, I don't know what to get, the chicken bowl or that. It still surprises me some of the views you can get from the zoo because we are up on a mountain. It's funny that some little birds just kind of snuck into the crane area and it's eating their food. I don't know if the cranes are too happy about that. Now let's actually go and take a look at the rose garden. This looks significantly different from the first time I came here. This was all just dead, everything back here. As we walk along, you'll see some of the roses are wilting away. Others are doing pretty good. It actually smells so nice back here. It's pretty interesting that this one tree is going up and wraps around, basically making an entire covering for this little bench spot. It's interesting to see that on these archways, they have roses planted on both sides. However, this side grew significantly faster. Even back there you'll see. Whereas the right side, not as much going on. Just when I thought that overhang tree over there was interesting, take a look at this one. It looks like there's 3 trees together. 1, 2, 3. And they do all of this. And if we actually get under here, you can get a better look at how far out this goes. It makes me wonder if the metal is actually supporting it. Actually, it looks like it probably is. You can see it's kind of laying on top over here. But all of that is coming from that one tree. And on the other side, from these 2. I do wish I came to see all of this sooner, when the stuff was fully in bloom. Because again, some of it isn't looking so great. Some of these bushes actually get really huge. Then you have some that are just standalones. This one's interesting though, because you have this one part that's just sticking out. Here's a map of the flower area. We started over there and just kind of went all over the place. Coming from the main rose flower section, over on the opposite side, they have even more stuff leading up to the giraffe. What's interesting is the one back here, which isn't doing so well at the moment, is called Kujukushima Sunset. This one they actually have for sale in the store. As we approach the giraffe, he's got his head out and around the fence, trying to grab this piece of wood here. Looks like the other one is coming over as well. These things really are tall, especially standing up this close next to them. Over near Zoo Shop Kirara, out in front they have some plants you can buy, and these two are the Kujukushima sunset, little rose bushes you can get. This paper here shows you that. I really like out front by the entrance how they managed to make these colors slowly, progressively change from yellow to orange. It looks really nice actually, all the way to the back. Alright, that is going to do it here today from the Kujukushima Zoo. Always happy to come by, very short trip. I just wanted to check out the Rose Festival and of course came to get some food really. That was kind of the main reason. Awesome food. Love that fish sandwich that they have. Glad I tried it. As far as the Rose Festival goes, not a whole lot going on with that. I am kind of at the tail end of the event and it's just that one side really. Just looking at roses, nothing else too special correlating with it. They are having the 60th anniversary and they do have some merchandise and items for that. But highly recommend the zoo. It's a lot of fun, even though it is very small, but it's cheap to get in as well, so keep that in mind. And that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. The caravan is moving on.